What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is good to see you guys. It has been probably about 8-9 months since I last recorded when I was at New Zealand. I am now back in action. I'm here in Iceland, if you can't tell with the caption and everything. Super excited to be here. It is my third time in Iceland. It is absolutely my favorite country by far. Decided to come back with my girlfriend. I'm super excited to show her my favorite parts around here. We actually just arrived, I would say, about 4 or 5 hours ago. Super excited this time in particular because we are actually renting a camper van and we're going to be driving around Iceland and staying at different campsites. I've never done this before. I've always wanted to try this, so it's going to be a very unique experience, very different. But I'm going to make sure to bring you guys along the journey so you guys can kind of see what it's all about. I've heard a lot of great things about renting a camper van in Iceland, so I decided to give it a try for myself. But again, super excited to be here. Today we're gonna check out the Sky Lagoon, and I actually came more prepared this time than when I did last time because I did not bring like a waterproof action camera last time, and this time I did. So I'll be able to get some more footage that I wasn't able to get last time. But yeah, if I look super tired, it's because I literally just woke up from a 3-hour nap. I had only slept maybe like 3 or 4 hours in like the past 48 to 60 hours. So I'm really tired, but I'm trying to make the most of my time here. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys a camper van so you guys can kind of see what we're working with. I really want to get that out the way because I know it's gonna get probably a little messy throughout the week. So yeah, so let's get to it. So our first campsite of the night is going to be about a 10-minute drive away from the airport. It is called the Happy Campsites, which you could actually rent a camper van from this company. But we actually went with Cuckoo Campers. So I will keep you guys updated as to how I feel about these campers throughout the trip. But there's several different companies that you can book a camper through, so just choose wisely. They all bring different unique experiences and they're all different, but we decided to go with these guys. But very convenient campsite. They have showers, they have toilets, they have if you rent a camper that requires electricity, you can plug it up to some outlets. But yeah, very gloomy day, very typical Icelandic weather, super cold. But I don't mind it when I'm here, to be honest with you. Oh, and if I forgot to mention, if this is going to be your first time camping, if you do plan on camping, there is an app called the Parka app, and I highly recommend downloading the app. You can see all the campsites available in Iceland, and you can actually pay on that app when you visit the campsite. So I believe this campsite cost me about $28 US for 2 people. So not too bad if you're traveling on a budget, so just keep that in mind. So we stopped here for some local hot chocolate here at Lukumas. It's probably some of the best hot chocolate that I've had. It's very rich in chocolate. I know that sounds kind of generic, but back at home, if you get hot chocolate, it just tastes really watered down, just powder. But this is really good. I would definitely recommend checking it out, especially on a cold day here. Next stop is going to be the Sky Lagoon. Super excited about this. It was one of my favorite spots last year when I came. If you know me, I love geothermal pools. I see a lot of posts asking, should I do the Sky Lagoon or should I do the Blue Lagoon? The thing is in my opinion, they're both equally as nice, as good, both kind of unique in their own perspectives. But let's just say you're only here for like a layover for like a day or two and you can only pick one. I would definitely go to the Blue Lagoon for sure, just because it's just a unique experience. Of course, it is a tourist trap, but it's definitely worth it. But if you have the opportunity to do both, you have to do both. You can't pick one or the other. Like I said, this time I did come prepared. I do have a waterproof camera, so I'll be able to get better footage in there. This one is a little bit cheaper than the Blue Lagoon by about $15 or so. Very close to downtown Reykjavik. It's about 15-20 minute drive from the church down here. Alright guys, as promised, I hope you can hear me. It's a bit windy, but we made it here to the Sky Lagoon. As always, such a beautiful sight. Super excited to be here. let's go take a look. Back into the lagoon, 7-step ritual. So if I remember correctly, the steps were the lagoon, 2 saunas, then we did like a cold misty room, and then we did a hot steamy, it wasn't that steamy, but it was supposed to be like a steamy room. And then they gave us like a little shot of the tea. It was really good. And then we did that cold plunge, if you saw. Doing the cold plunge. Oh my goodness. I was only in there for like a second. And now we're back in the lagoon. We're gonna come here and kind of enjoy the last hour or so that we have here. Enjoy the sunset, get some drinks, and just kind of hang out. Guys, so day 1 in Iceland is wrapped up. So we left the Sky Lagoon, went to go get some food, and then we started driving back to the campsite. It's about 40 minutes away, and I started seeing a bunch of reports on a bunch of like Icelandic Northern Light pages, and a lot of people were posting that the Northern Lights were visible. As we were making our way back, we looked north, and sure enough we saw some of the amazing views of the Northern Lights. So pulled over a few times, took a few pictures. I'll post them here on the screen so you guys can see some of my favorite shots. I couldn't ask for a better day 1. Tomorrow is going to be quite a busy day as well. We're probably going to go to the Blue Lagoon really early, get some shots of that as well. After that, we might check out a few waterfalls. But super excited to see where tomorrow takes us. The van life so far is probably better than what I expected, honestly. I'm having a great time. Definitely recommend Iceland. Definitely recommend renting a van. But we'll see you guys tomorrow. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. We have officially completed our first night here in the camper van. Here at the campsite. Happy camper, happy campsite. I would overall rate my experience here at this specific campsite, I would say a solid 6.5 out of 10. The camper van was great. The sleep was wonderful. The heater works amazing. If anything, I was too hot at night, but no worries. Rather be too hot than too cold here in Iceland. Just the facilities, the showers, the restrooms were a little dirty. Still had hot water though. Could be cleaner, but overall a good experience. Would definitely recommend to stay here for. I think I paid like $25 US for 2 people for a 1-night stay, which is not terrible considering you're in Iceland, very expensive country. But we are now getting ready to head to the Blue Lagoon. As of right now, we got clear skies. Well, I say clear skies, there's a cloud here and there, but for the most part it looks pretty good. Alright fellas, we're having the cider, apple cider, super delicious, Summer's Bee apple, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Applied me some silica mud mask, about to look 6 years younger. Let's go. Alright guys, that is going to conclude our time in the Blue Lagoon. I started driving about northeast. As I was driving, I saw that there was a waterfall. So I've never been here, so I decided to stop by and check it out. Hopefully the hike's not too crazy, because I know nothing about this hike or waterfall, so I'm excited to check it out. Yeah, beautiful day, clear skies. Let's get it. Alright, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is officially the start of our third day here in Iceland. After we leave here at the campsite, we're gonna go back to the restaurant. Gonna have me some really good fish soup. If you're in the area, definitely recommend checking out my man Doman's fish soup. We'll post it on the screen so you can see, say our goodbyes to my good friend. And then we're gonna head east to Skogafoss and and another waterfall, and go from there. But last night we had a few drinks with them and just had a great time there at the bar. Luckily I didn't wake up hungover, but you know, it was a great night. But excited to get the rest of my trip started. So this campsite, it's our second campsite. I probably rate my experience here probably a solid 7.5. The restrooms are a whole lot nicer and cleaner than our previous campsite. We're also surrounded by beautiful scenery, bunch of trees everywhere, mountains off into the distance. We got a school across the yard, so in the morning you are awakened by a lot of kids laughing. So I don't know, if you don't like the sound of kids laughing, then maybe don't stay here. But on a serious note, if you are in the area, there is a nice hike here that I did last year that I would really recommend doing. There's like a stream coming down from a mountain. You have to hike about 1.5 hours to get to the stream. Once you reach the stream, it's really hot. You get in there, you change, you have a great time. But if you're in the area, if you have time to do the hike, I'll post the name down below so you guys can know. Go check the hike out. You won't be disappointed, I promise. Guys, when I tell you this is the best fish soup I've ever had, this is the best soup I've ever had. My man Doman here. You guys got to come try his fish soup. Alright guys, hopefully you can hear me. We have made it here to the next waterfall. I will put, again, the name down on the screen so you guys can see. I have brought out the action camera, put away the Canon 90D as it is a bit rainy, a bunch of mist from the waterfall, so I don't want to damage the camera. So hopefully the audio and the video quality is up to par. I can't wait to get up close. If you come here, make sure you wear waterproof pants, hiking boots, waterproof jacket, as like I said earlier, you will probably get wet as there is a lot of rain and mist from the waterfall. So we'll see you guys up close. Alright, so before we proceed with the vlog, with the travels, I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit about the van life so far. So this is our third day here. So obviously our third day in the van. First 2 days were phenomenal. Couldn't have asked for a better start to our trip. If you are like a traveler, and if you are a traveler, you know what I mean by that. But if you are a traveler, I would 100% recommend for you guys to rent a van and try it at least one time in your traveling experiences. The pros is you can literally go wherever you want, whenever the hell you want, and you don't have to worry about driving X amount of hours back to your home port or wherever you're staying. You can kind of just go with the flow. That's what I've been doing, and kind of just go at your own pace. You don't have to rush. It's just a beautiful experience. The cons, in my opinion, as of now, and it's not even that big of a deal, but it can get a little bit messy. So I'm a very big like neat freak, clean freak. So whenever there's like clutter, I get kind of frustrated. But it's like I said, it's not a huge deal. We just cleaned it up same day, and it's back to normal, you know. But it's not a make or break deal. But I'm having a phenomenal time. We made it here to Skogafoss, one of my favorite waterfalls ever around in the world. And then we're just going to continue to head east, probably go to a small town called Vik. That's where the famous black sand beach is located. Go check that out. Go hear the roaring Icelandic waves to stop and check this beautiful waterfall out again for the third time. Never get tired of it, but enjoy. Alright, so just some fun facts about Skogafoss here. I actually found this out on my own one day when I was taking a shower. So if you look at Irish Springs, and I forgot what scent it was, but it's Irish Springs, it's a green bottle. They actually have a picture of Skogafoss on the freaking body wash. And like I said, one day I was just showering, and then I looked at the waterfall, and I was like, that looks really familiar. And I looked closely, and it turns out it was, I googled it, it was Skogafoss. So I was amazed that I was able to guess that. I really love this waterfall. It's one of my faves. There's also like a myth. I don't know the full story, but apparently there's like a troll face to the left of the waterfall. You can kind of see it. Alright, so we came here to this restaurant. So there's two things that I learned about Iceland on this trip so far. One, they have amazing hot chocolate. So I got hot chocolate here, and it is amazing. I don't know what they do differently here, but it's just top-notch quality. Number two, Iceland has incredible fish soup. I thought that I wasn't a big fish guy, and so far I am in love with the fish soup here, and I would definitely recommend to get some soup here. Once you finish your first bowl of soup, you can actually get seconds for free, and you can switch the soup, which is really convenient because there was another soup that I wanted to try. So I'm gonna get that soup after this and continue to head east.